Mama.
You gonna get emotional?
No, I don't think so.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video with the Life of Us Vlogs, where every day it's more bullshit.
Okay, I just want to say one thing, one piece of bad news before we start this. We can no longer use our intro song. The intro song that we always like to use, Everything Black. Because every time we use that song, it now gets copyrighted, so we're not going to be able to use that song.
Yeah, so we're currently in the works talking to somebody about making us like our own song that we can just use and it won't be copyright or anything like that.
Yeah.
But anyways, you guys seen the title of today's video, and I know it's hard to believe we're no longer together. This is my homeboy.
Yeah.
Oh, my mother!
Yeah, we still kick it every now and then. Right now I'm at her house. I'm living with my mom right now just because things aren't working out between me and this little one right here.
Can you imagine? Okay.
Yeah,
so
I would be the one to live here. That would be crazy. Good.
So you guys seen the title of today's video. So if you guys have me on Snapchat and Instagram, then you know that I just posted and I said that I was a little bit nervous about recording and posting this video, just because there's really no like main reason. It's kind of just, it's a lot. Like this was a very emotional time for us, and
our biggest argument or our biggest feud in our relationship ever throughout the entire 3 years that we've been together.
Yeah. So okay, little backstory. Me and Devontae are in a happy relationship. I am only 19 years old, and before Devontae, I was also in another really serious relationship, and I had Juliet from that relationship. But that relationship, it was very toxic, and it just wasn't good at all. So when I met Devontae, I hadn't fully healed, I guess you could say, but I had healed enough that I loved myself a little bit, and I was ready to love Devontae, and that's what happened. Me and Devontae fell in love.
Yeah, she loved me. She loved me good.
Shut up. Stop! We found love and we started this whole YouTube empire thing together.
Oh my gosh, we have accomplished so much together.
Yeah, so honestly, it's been crazy. So when me and Devontae had first got together, we were always like, we never wanted to be that couple that like, you know, you get together when you're young and you're just always on and off and it's toxic, and like we've never been that couple. Any little thing that has happened inside our relationship, we've always been super upfront about it. There's never been any cheating or hitting.
We've never broken up before. We've never actually said the words "we're done" or "I'm done."
Yeah, we've never ever broken up with each other within the past 3 years of our relationship.
I just want to say, our relationship has been like super, super rocky since like it had been with how we would just, and I need to explain before we could actually get into it. I think from my point of view, things had started to become rocky or negative since maybe like after Halloween. Maybe
this
like
recent Halloween.
Yeah, this recent Halloween. And what I mean by rocky is me and Anicia, we kind of just really
we started to, okay. So I feel like me and you, we started to let a whole bunch of little things start to build up. And by little things, I literally mean little things. Like, you didn't do the dishes when I asked you to. Why are the stairs dirty? Why are you talking to me like that? Like, why'd you wake up with an attitude? Or you went there but you didn't tell me, or like,
just little things like, if we're gonna vlog, like, why didn't you get the camera? Oh, it's not my job. You wanted to vlog, so like.
Yeah, it's just little stupid being stubborn things. And you know what? November I was still going to the gym, and then mid-December is when I had like fell off from going to the gym.
So everything was good, like with her and her mood and just
everything was good. So then mid-December is when I kind of fell off from going to the gym, and then I would say that's probably, for me, I would say that's where things kind of went left.
Yeah.
My mental health had took a really big toll on mine and your relationship. My mental health.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So I just want people to understand that, like, Anicia's mental health, it has a huge effect on how she acts and feels throughout the day. And her going to the gym really helped her cope with her anxiety and the way that she felt every single day. Her waking up at 5 a.m. she was just always so happy. So when she stopped going to the gym, she just fell into this dark blank space to where she wasn't able to cope with her anxiety or, you know, things like that. So things just kind of got ugly with, you know, just how she felt not only about herself, but, you know, how she was able to handle things on a daily basis.
So during December, I think I was still able to keep my composure and still be happy because we were doing Vlogmas.
Yeah.
And like that uploading and recording and all that, that is part of my coping mechanisms with anxiety. It is working, doing what I love. I love recording, I love uploading and all these things. So we were constantly doing that. So I was like, okay, like, you know, I'm fine. Then when January hit, it was like, excuse me. That's what it was like. We were still filming and uploading, but definitely not every day. And I think that messed with me along with not going to the gym. When I don't go to the gym, I feel like I'm not being productive at all. Like if I don't start my day with the gym, I could still wake up at 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, but I will literally be like, wow, you're a waste. Like my mind tells myself like, you didn't do nothing today. You didn't get nothing done today. And it's like 8:30 in the morning. I didn't even
understand what Anicia was talking about. Like we've literally gotten in so many arguments to where she would wake up and she would just be in somewhat of a negative mood towards me. And I would just think like, how does the gym actually help you that much? You waking up, going to the gym and starting your day like that actually helps you that much to the point to where you're not giving me attitude. Like I didn't understand until recently. We started going to the gym in the morning time, and like going to the gym in the morning time when that's the first thing you do in your day, like it does something different. Like
so it's actually scientifically proven. So whenever a person goes to the gym, or I guess whenever everyone goes to the gym, when you're working out and you're getting like a good workout in, your body and your mind starts to produce something that's called endorphins. And endorphins is basically the happiness stuff in your mind. It's like a chemical in your mind and it makes you happy. Okay. And when you go to the gym, your mind produces a lot of endorphins. That's what had happened. I fell off from the gym. I wasn't being productive. We weren't filming as much, and I was just waking up with a bad attitude. I had no patience with anyone, and it was just bad. Mind you, I knew that I had to go back to the gym in order to make my mind and everything work better. But
during this time, Juliet was also going to school.
Yeah, so she was also going to school. Not only that, but the car wasn't here. We did not have a car.
Yeah, we didn't have our car.
We didn't have our car. And then, I mean, I could just be taking Ubers every morning to the gym, but that's like $6 every single day. Like,
and on top of that, Anicia would want to be going to the gym at 5 a.m. every morning. And
and I mean, it's pretty sketch. Like sometimes when I leave my friend's house really, really late, I have to get picked up by a guy in an Uber, and I'm like, I have 911 on speed dial just to let you know. I'm just kidding. No, but when we ended up getting our car back, me and Devontae were like, okay, I need to learn how to drive. Like I was already learning how to drive last year, at the end of last year. So I was like pretty okay with it, but I hadn't driven by myself very much. And when I did, I hit the tree at Juliet's school. So that was that. And so basically I lost it, and it was really bad. And it started to affect Devontae, not just like, oh, you know, she made me feel bad because she talked to me dumb or whatever. It started to really affect him, like making his mental health bad. And Devontae doesn't even have anxiety or depression or anything like that. Or, I mean, I feel like everyone does, but he doesn't have it like bad. So that's where it was like, it's not okay. Because if you guys know Devontae in person, I mean, even through the videos, he's a genuinely happy person. Like it takes a lot to get him mad. Like you have to be very disrespectful, or you know what I'm saying, in order to get a reaction out of him. 2.5 weeks ago, something had happened, and this stemmed from something small as well. So I'm actually going to give them all the tea. Like I'm going to tell them everything.
Okay, so I don't want to, you can go ahead and tell them, but I just want people to understand, like, because there might be some people who are still kind of confused in a way. So to somewhat recap, Anicia she's just stopped going to the gym. The moment that she stopped going to the gym, she wasn't able to handle her anxiety and emotions correctly or efficiently. So she was just kind of, I don't want to say you were being lazy, but you weren't.
I wasn't being productive.
You weren't being productive. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
I had no motivation.
Absolutely no motivation. So during this time, she would nitpick a lot. Nitpick. So starting from December all the way till a couple weeks ago, things had just kept building up and building up and building up. And with the type of person that I am, with our relationship, if we get into an argument or if there's something that's bothering me, say like we're supposed to vlog, okay? And we leave and I forget the vlog camera and Anicia is like, you forgot the vlog camera. Like I would be like, okay, you forgot the vlog camera because you wanted to vlog. Like you wanted to do a video today, that was your idea, why don't you?
And then I would come back and be like, what do you mean I wanted to vlog? We're supposed to both want to vlog. Like,
exactly. So I would drop it. And that's not who I am. Who I am and who I've been before I got with her, I would blow things out of proportion. I would argue. I'd be like, fuck no, you're not going to talk to me this way. Like, no, it's not going to happen. I'm going to argue. I'm going to come back. I'm going to have the last word, plain and simple. But since December to a couple weeks, I had been holding everything in.
Yeah, and I started to notice.
Literally everything, to the point where I wouldn't even give her face. I wouldn't even argue with her. I would just like sit there and just be mad as hell. Like,
or he would just be like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. So all of this had been happening, and it just kept on building up, and I was and then
this story time is what ticked it off, and we were like, we're done.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh. Okay, so who's gonna say it?
Okay, so going back to the gym, each time that I would go to the gym, I would always go to the gym at 5 a.m. I would either get there at 5 a.m. or like 5:15 a.m. Either way, 5 a.m. was my time to go to the gym. I go to the gym at that time because Devontae doesn't go out that time. He doesn't like to wake up that early. So while he's here still asleep with Juliet in the house, I would leave with my friends and we would go to the gym, whatever. So I fell off from going to the gym because my friends, they have, 9 to 5s and it's hard for them to wake up at 5 a.m. So they stopped going. We hadn't got our car back yet, so I couldn't drive there by myself. So I fell off from going at 5 a.m. But when I realized, when we got our car back, I was like, no, I have to get back into the gym. Like, I have to get back into it. But I kept saying it, but I hadn't done it yet. But I kept saying it. The first week of February, Devontae decided that he's going to get back into the gym. Like, fully, 100%, like, he's back into it. So he starts going to the gym every week. He's going at like 2:30 in the afternoon with his friends. He meets up, whatever, that's fine. Then one day he comes home and he's like, oh my gosh, babe, like me and my friends talked and we want to start going to the gym every day at 5 a.m. Like we're going to kill it in the gym. It's going to be hella cool. So he's talking to me and I'm like, skirt, rewind, take a couple steps back. Let's pump our brakes real quick. I was like, you said 5 a.m.? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, that's my time.
I got so mad. I just stood there and I just stared at her and I was like, this is not gonna happen right now. Just because so the person I had established this time with was Joey. So Joey goes to work at like 8 a.m. every day. So 5 was perfect.
I'm sorry to bring your name in this, Joey. Yeah. This has nothing to do with
so, okay, listen, Linda, listen. So us going at 5 would give us approximately 3 hours to work out together. He would get in the shower at GB3, take off, go to work. So gym would be the first thing. But during this time, Anicia hadn't been going to the gym since December. So
but I
was
been saying it.
I understand that, but it just
do you want to fight again?
It just didn't cross my mind. I didn't remember that you had that time established just because you hadn't been going to the gym.
We're gonna go back
it didn't cross my mind.
We're gonna go back to
okay, so bro, like check it out, alright? So all December you weren't going, all January you weren't going. Yeah, you would mention it every once in a while, but all you would say was, oh, once we get the car back, I'm gonna start going to the gym.
Listen, basically what happened was I had told him like, that's my time to go to the gym. And he was like, you haven't been going to the gym. And I was like, I know I haven't been going, but I told you that I do want to start going and I'm going to be driving there like by myself and everything. So like, why would you take my time like that? Yeah. And he was like, well, honestly, I didn't even remember what time you went. And I was like,
I was just saying you can't sacrifice
like, I was
that,
like, excuse
that little
me?
thing.
Like, how do you not remember that that's my time? And then I went off because I was like, how do you not remember that that's my time when I woke up every single day and I went at that time with my friends? Like, how could you say that? Like, that is my time. You know it's my time. And in my head, I was like, he's playing stupid right now. Like, he's playing stupid. And I was just like, I didn't understand it. And so he just tells me, he doesn't argue with me, and he's just like, all right, it's fine, like, whatever. I go upstairs and I'm pissed. Like, I'm like, wow, like, bro, you're gonna take my time like that, bro? And okay, so I was more pissed that he tried to lie about it. Like, I was more pissed that he tried to be like, oh, I didn't remember what time you went to the gym. I didn't know what time you woke up.
You're so
like, I was
mad
like,
right now.
No, but I was literally like, he's really playing stupid right now. Like, that's crazy. Like, he's playing dumb. So I was upstairs pacing back and forth like, I'm gonna go down there and beat his ass. Like, da-da-da. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding. But I was like upstairs mad. Like, I was so mad. A few hours had passed. So I had been upstairs for a few hours. He had been down here watching movies. So he texted me and I didn't text him back. And then he texted me again and he was like, look, like, I just want you to be happy. Like, but, you know, I want to go to the gym and like, blah, blah, blah. So he tells me all this. And I think I replied. I'm not sure if I replied. I really don't remember because this, I don't know. It all happened so fast. He ended up texting me again. And mind you, at this point, I had already noticed that how Devontae said how he just stopped arguing with me. I noticed this already. I had already noticed weeks before that I was like, he's not even really giving me face right now. Or he's not, like, he just wasn't entertaining any of my bullshit that I was giving him. When he texted back and he said, you know, you're hurting me. No, he was like, you know, you're hurting my heart. Or you're breaking my heart. Yeah. He was like, you know, you're breaking my heart. In my head, I read that and I was like, oh, like, no, I don't want to break your heart. Like I was like, oh my God, because Devontae, he doesn't talk like that. He's never going to be the person to be like, I just want you're hurting me or whatever.
I want you guys to understand that I didn't send her that message because she got angry about me taking her time. I sent that message because of everything that had accumulated since December.
Yeah. So when he sent that, I knew, like, I was like, oh no, like, this is not good. Like, it's not, because like I said, I know it just sounds like, okay, he just said you're breaking his heart. Like, with how Devontae doesn't talk like that at all. So when he sent that, I was like, oh my God. So immediately I just put my phone down and I ran downstairs and I just jumped on him on the couch and we started fucking. No, just kidding. I just hugged him and I was like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry for blowing it out of proportion.
Yeah, she was like, I don't want to break your heart.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to break your heart. And he was like, it's okay. And like, we just kissed and we moved on and that was it. Then, mind you, I was still hurt because he was still taking my time. So we met up with his friends a few days after, and when we had met up with them, Devontae and his friends were saying like, oh, like, or our friends, we're all friends. They're not just his friends. But Devontae, when we were leaving, they were like, oh yeah, like 5 a.m. tomorrow, gym, like it starts, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, you know, whatever. So in my head, I was like, okay. And mind you, this is Devontae, like, saying this too. So I was like, so he thinks this is funny. Like, whoa, we're making jokes now.
So
whoa.
She thought that I was rubbing it in her face.
Yeah, that's what
she thought.
So I was like, okay, whoa, like, we got jokes? Okay, all right, we got jokes. Wait till he get in the car. Wait till he get in the car. So then the very next day after that, it was Sunday morning.
Sunday came.
Sunday.
Oh my gosh.
So Sunday morning, I woke up and it was one of those days where I was like, it's not going to be a good day. Something that my mom tells me whenever I'm feeling depressed or something, she tells me like, Anicia, you have to talk about your feelings. Like, you have to talk. You can't hold all that stuff in. So we just opened up our eyes and I looked to Devontae and I was like, babe, I need to talk to you about something. And like, it's just been on my mind and I just need to get it out. Like, I just need to speak to you about it. So Devontae's like, okay, what's wrong? So I told him like, you know, it's hurting me that you took my time and you haven't acknowledged it. And I told him like, it's hurting me that you tried to pretend like you forgot what time I went to the gym and like you just acted dumb about it. And I was like, I'm not asking you to like negotiate the time with me. Like, you can have the time. And I genuinely meant that because
she wasn't mad about the time.
Yeah,
she was mad about the
simple
fact that I didn't acknowledge it. Meaning the simple fact that I didn't bring it up to her and tell her, hey babe, like, can I still go? Do you care?
No,
like,
not even that. I was mad about the simple fact that you hadn't been like, hey babe, like, I know I took your time, like, I'm sorry, like, my bad, I just really wanted to go out this time.
In my point of view, I thought that was so pointless to do, because why am I gonna sit here and be like, hey babe, I'm sorry I took your gym time, but I'm still gonna go at that time? Like, I thought.
But because, like, Babe, like,
See,
why are you acting like you don't, like, did we not already
okay,
go
yeah,
over
we
this?
talked about it. I'm talking about past tense. In that point in time, I didn't see the relevance in bringing it up because it would have been dumb. I still would have been still going at that time.
So then basically what happened was, I had told him that, like, I was just like, yeah, like, I'm not trying to negotiate the time, and I genuinely meant that because whenever Devontae does go to the gym with his friends, our friends, he gets like really, really good workouts, and he comes home and he's like sweating, and he's like, babe, like I killed it, and I'm genuinely happy. So I want that for him. So I told him, like, you can have the time, keep the time, but it was hurting me that he didn't acknowledge what he did, and he took my time. He really did. And it's not even just like, this sounds so stupid because people are probably thinking like, oh my God, he just took a gym time, calm down. Yeah. But it's like, it goes back into my mental health. I have to have a routine set up for myself every single day. If I don't, then I'm giving my mind time to wander and overthink things and everything. And I can't give the way my mental health is set up is I can't do that. I have to wake up and I have to know exactly what's the first thing that I'm gonna go do right now. I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Okay, now what? I'm gonna use the restroom. Okay, now what? I'm gonna brush my hair. I'm gonna change to my gym clothes and I'm leaving to the gym. That's like my initial.
That's how we were all Vlogtober, Vlogmas. Before that, yeah. Like, we had everything set.
So in my head, he took that from me. He took my routine, and I was like, it was bothering me that he knows how much my mental health is affected by my routine, and it bothered me that he took my time and he didn't. He showed no, like, nothing. Like, he was just like.
So I just want to explain why I didn't care in a sense. The reason why I didn't care was because during this time, I was already dealing with so much of Anicia's bullshit to the point to where this time, I just did not care. I feel like, and this will lead into why, or what I told her. I feel like I had no respect for her at this time. I feel like I didn't respect how she felt because she didn't respect how I felt throughout this entire time that she wasn't going to the gym.
It goes back to like me not going to the gym. Like, I was disrespectful. Like, I let if Devontae was like, babe, pick up your shoes from the living room, put them by the front door, I'd be like, don't tell me what to do. Like, who are you talking to? Yeah. You're not my dad. Whoa, chill, because I'm gonna get my shoes when I want to. Like, and I was real snappy about everything. So this had been going on for weeks. So at this point, he was like, like, you know what I'm saying? So basically, I get done telling him all that Sunday morning, and I'm like, it's hurt me. I don't really need a response from you, but like, that's just how you made me feel. So at the end of it, Devontae was like, okay. And in my head, I was like, all right, still not saying sorry. Okay. So I get up, I walk to our restroom in our room. I use the restroom, and I come and I sit down on the bed, and Devontae was putting on his shoes to go to the gym, surprisingly.
Yeah, I honestly just wanted to leave. Yeah, I didn't even want to deal with you.
Yeah.
I was just so angry. Like, yeah. I was...
So I come out from the bathroom, and what happened?
So, in all honesty, when Anicia had... And I don't think I told you this, but when she went to the bathroom, I was just sitting there like, no, I can't do this. It's either I'm going to argue with her right now, or I'm going to leave. So I just decided to leave. And when you were in the bathroom, I went to my closet and I got my bag, so my backpack, because I was going to leave. And I was literally going to tell you that I'm not coming back until tomorrow, because I can't do this with you. I'm going to argue with you right now, and I just can't.
I didn't know that.
So I got my backpack. I put some like Chonies in there. I put some sweats in there, and then I was going...
Put your toothbrush and a little snack in there.
So I went on the side of my bed so that way I can get a shirt, but by this time she had already, sat on the bed, so I was just like, you know what, fuck it. I threw my bag down on the floor, sat down on my chair, and I was just like, I don't know how I initiated it. But
I do, but I don't want to say that. Let's just say there was a lot of things that was said out of anger, and out of Devontae he was really, really hurt, like actually really, really hurt, and that was my first time like seeing him like that, and things that he said to me, I had never heard him speak to me like that, and like I was just like, oh, like
it wasn't so much of like a disrespectful manner. Like I wouldn't be disrespectful to her.
He wasn't like, oh, you bitch, like you, and like all this stuff. No, not like that.
To sum it up, I told her that I thought that she was ugly. Like, just her whole personality, who she was. I told her that I was not in love with the person that she had become. I told her that I genuinely did not want to be with her at all, and I was just saying that it's not okay the way that she talks to me, the way that she treats me.
Crying.
It was like the way that Anicia would kind of talk to me in a sense, and I love her, and I want everyone else to love her, and I want everyone to understand how much mental health can really affect someone. Mm-hmm. With where my mindset was, it was almost as if the way that she was talking to me was kind of as if I was cheating on her. So, like, I literally sat there and I was like, I might as well have cheated on you. I might as well have put my hands on you or fought you or cheated on you with the way that you're talking to me, because the way that you're talking to me makes it seem as if I have been doing all of this to you. But this entire...
Babe? Are you okay? Are you serious? Babe. Oh, baby. It's okay.
It's just the way that she was talking to me made it seem as if, like, I was already doing that stuff to her. So I literally told her, I was like, I might as well just do it, because I don't like the person that I'm with right now. So then we just kept on talking and yeah.
we were both like, yeah, this is it. Like, we both were, I was crying. Like,
I was also explaining to Anicia how hard, it's not hard, it's just it was a little difficult for me being with her during the time that she wasn't going to the gym, because when someone has anxiety about something and you guys argue, someone always has a reason as to why they act a certain way. Someone always has a reason as to why they feel negativity or as to why they aren't motivated. So in a normal relationship, okay, say I was with a normal girl, or I don't want to say, no, you're pretty normal, but if I was with someone who didn't have anxiety the way that you do, and she woke up having a bad day, and I would say, why are you having a bad day? We would have something to argue about, because she would have a reason as to why she's having a bad day. She would have a reason. There would be a reason. Like, because I broke a nail, or I'm on my period. You, if we wake up, you're having a bad day, and I'm like, hey babe, why are you having a bad day? And you start giving me attitude, and you say, oh, it's because of my anxiety. I can't argue with that. So I have to just take that and be like, okay, it's her anxiety. Yeah. Like, it's okay. Like, if we forget the camera and she's like, oh, that's not my job, and I'm like, we're arguing, I'm like, why are you arguing with me right now? And you say, it's because I've had anxiety all day. I can't come back at that. I can't react to that. The only thing I can do is just be like, okay, you have anxiety, it's maybe tomorrow will be better. Things had just taken a turn for the worse in our relationship. So after we got done arguing,
so we were, at that point, beginning of our argument and mid-argument, we were like, I was crying because I was like, this is it. Like, I love Devontae. We're sitting here trying for a baby. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I hurt him really bad, and I love him. And I was like, oh my God, like, I hurt him, and I've never seen him like this. I've never had him talk to me that way. Like, it hurt me a lot. And I was like, okay, like, this is it. This is the last straw. Like, I mean, there wasn't a first or a second straw, because we don't have really, like, big arguments like that. But I was just like, all right, this is it. Like, we have to figure out what we're going to do. And so, and he was on the same page. Like, he was like, I can't do this. Like, I can't do this. Like, your mental health is not right. And I was like, you're right. It's not right. Like, I have to get myself together. And it was just bad. And I was like, I don't want you to be with me knowing that I'm unhappy. And something that Devontae said over and over, it really, like, stuck with me, is he was like, I'm hurting because for the past few years, every day, like, I wake up and my first thing that I try to do is I try to make sure that you're happy. I try to make sure that I can do anything I can to make sure that you're having a good day. And he's like, and it seems like every day I'm trying and I fail every single day. And he was like, and then I have you come at me crazy, and then it makes me seem like, what am I doing here? And he was all like, what is my purpose here? And he's
so
like,
yeah, I was saying that I'm just not good enough. What I'm trying to offer you is not good enough.
Exactly.
Or it's not enough for you.
And then when he said that, I was just like, oh my God, like, no, like, that's not what it is. That's not it at all. Because for those of you who suffer with anxiety and depression, like, you guys know that some days it's no one's fault. You just wake up and it's I don't want to say it's us, like it's ourself, but it's our anxiety. I hate being that person that's like, oh, it's my anxiety, but I really do struggle with it. I'm not this somebody who wants attention from it or anything like that. Like, I'm good, but it's bad. Like, on some days it can be really bad. And so basically
it got so bad. It just got so bad to the point where I literally told Anicia that I think that there would probably be someone else out there who would cherish the like help that I'm willing to give.
Yeah.
So
yeah, a lot of stuff was said and a lot of stuff hurt really, really bad. And so basically, like, we just like cried for a while, and then at the end of it, Devontae was like, you know what, like, I want to be with you, like, I love you. And he's like, I still want to be with you. And he was like, but I just have to know, like, that you're gonna start trying 100%, because like I told you guys, we got our car back. I just hadn't went back to the gym. I had no motivation. I wasn't eating right. Like, I was doing nothing to take a step back into helping my mental health. I was doing nothing. So he was like, I need to know that every day, like, you're gonna be willing to try. And then I was just like, okay, and I need to know that like, you're gonna be happy every day, like, same for you. And so we both were like, you know what, instead of, you know, coming to a conclusion right here like we do in our little small arguments, let's just take a couple of days to ourselves. Like, let's just separate ourselves for a couple of days.
No. I think I said, no, I was telling you, I want to know that you're going to try your hardest. And then you were like, yeah, I'm going to try. Like, I'm going to try. So we're like, okay, like, we're still going to be together, clearly. But then I think I was like, I felt like it still wasn't enough. I felt like we still needed time by ourselves to make sure that was really the decision that we wanted to stick with. Because
that we wanted to stay together and try.
We were so emotional that, of course, we're going to say we still want to be with each other. So I just thought in the back of my mind, no, even though we've established the simple fact that we still want to be with each other, we need to be apart from each other.
We need to calm down.
Exactly.
Come to our senses and make sure that the decision that we were making to stay together and try was the right decision. And that was
Sunday.
That was really, really hard. So,
and I told Anicia, you can leave, or you can stay here, or I can leave.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want to do? You let me know what you want to do.
Yeah. And so then I was just like, oh, I'm going to leave. I didn't want to go to a family member's house. I didn't want my friends knowing what was going on. I just wanted to be by myself with my daughter. So I just told Devontae I was just going to book a hotel. So I booked a hotel, and then I had Devontae drive me to the hotel. It was literally like 5 minutes from our house.
Literally 5 minutes away.
Yeah, it was like 5 minutes from our house. And we got a room. And me and Juliet went in there and we ordered some food. And
I just want you guys to understand that whenever me and Anicia do argue, there are times where we are completely furious during that time, like on Sunday when we argued. But we're completely aware of where Juliet is, what she's doing, and what she's paying attention to. So during this time that we were having this big, entire, huge discussion, we made sure that she was downstairs. She was watching TV on I don't know if she was watching TV or on the iPad, but she was like eating and stuff like that.
Yeah, so she was doing her own thing. She had no idea what was going on.
So
with us.
Anicia got the hotel. It was so funny because I was here and I got a notification from the DoorDash app. It said your DoorDasher is picking up McDonald's or something like that. Like, she ordered McDonald's DoorDash.
Yeah, but I didn't eat.
I was hella weak. I was like, she could actually eat McDonald's right now.
No, I didn't eat.
No,
I only ordered a burger for Juliet.
I know, but I didn't know that during that time. I just got the notification that your order was placed.
Yeah, so. I'm literally placed in a predicament where I'm either going to make the decision to stay with Devontae and work on things, and you know, hopefully things will be happy and we'll go back to our regular life where we record and we do everything that we love. Or I was going to make the decision to leave him. And then we were gonna have to figure out like what we're gonna do. Are we gonna keep this house?
Who's gonna get Juliet?
Who's
gonna stay in the house? These are all really hard decisions.
What do you mean, who's gonna get Juliet?
What do you mean?
Stop blaming me. At the end of it all, like, Devontae just kept telling me, he's like, I just want you to be happy. Like, I just want to see you happy. Like, I want to see that, Anicia, every single day. I want to see you happy. I want to see you smiling. I don't want to catch you in a good moment and be afraid to say something, like, bad or bad news or whatever, because then it's just gonna ruin your whole day. Like, and he kept telling me, like, I just want you to be happy. A few hours had passed. It was probably like 8:30 at nighttime. I was already putting Juliet down to go to bed, and then Devontae had texted me and he was like, hey, I'm like coming to get you. I took out meat so you can make spaghetti.
Well, wait, hold on. Yeah, I did text her that. I took out some beef for her to make spaghetti. That Monday, we were supposed to start our grind. We were supposed to start waking up really super early, going to the gym. We were supposed to start recording and everything like that. And I was just I texted her and I was like, I want to wake up and I want to start that grind with you. During the time that we were arguing, we had actually established a new schedule for ourselves. During that time, we established Anicia's schedule for her to be waking up at 3 a.m., going to the gym, and then once she gets back, I wake up, go to the gym at 5 a.m. So, and then it escalated to her leaving. So that was on my mind. So I texted her. I was like, hey, I want to start tomorrow with you. I want to wake up with you and just start this grind. And then I told her I was pretty much on my way, and then I picked her up. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. We were literally so close. So close. There was gonna be no more Life of Us. And I would have had to make a YouTube channel, and my first video would have been like, we broke up.
Done. He would have made a YouTube channel and been like, the truth about Anicia. I would have posted on our channel and been like, look guys, I'm changing the name to what was I gonna name the channel? Anicia's Life?
Yeah, Anicia's Life.
I'm changing the name to Anicia's Life.
Our whole entire relationship just changed for the better. Yeah. That day on Monday, we just woke up. We cleaned everything in the house. We were just so happy, and we still are happy. Yeah. And like, honestly, like, I hate that it had to have happened, but I'm also happy that it happened because of the outcome. And Anicia also texted her mom, and she was.
Yeah, I told my mom about it.
And her mom pretty much told her, like,
leave him.
No. She was like, I don't think you guys are gonna break up. She was like, relationships go through these trials and tribulations. Is it tribulations? Yeah. Tribulations?
Yeah, tribulation.
And it's either a make or break situation. And if they make it, then it makes them completely
I think stronger. That even though I didn't spend the night at the hotel, I think that we definitely needed that time apart from each other to just like calm down and come to our senses. We haven't
had time away from each other longer than maybe 5-6 hours from the moment that we moved together. And
and that's just me going to get my hair and nails done.
Being in a relationship where you have a child that you both have to attend to 24/7 and also living together
and putting our life on the internet,
I feel like everyone needs time to themselves, and that's just the people that we are. We naturally need time to ourselves, whether it's her being down here on her laptop and me being upstairs on the iPad, or me being at a comic shop, or whatever it may be. That's how we are. Every once in a while we just need time away from each other, and that's what helps our relationship, and that's what makes our relationship healthy. So
basically same thing, just like Devontae said. I'm just really, it sucks that it happened, but I'm really glad that it happened because our relationship has been amazing ever since then. I even told Devontae too, like, I know that we're still gonna have our bad days. Like, I had a slip up like the other day. I got frustrated while we were out somewhere, and Devontae did something, and like I was like, you fucking idiot, or like something. Like, I told him something.
But I told her, I kept on telling her, because I knew how Anicia was gonna be. I knew she was gonna try her hardest not to slip up, or whenever,
like, perfect.
Yeah, whenever she did slip up, I didn't want her thinking, like, I didn't want her to pretty much be walking on glass while around me or while talking to me. So I kept on telling her, you're gonna have bad days. So when you wake up, just let me know when you have a bad day, so I just know, you know what I mean? So, and that day, it wasn't technically a bad day, it was just at that moment, she was kind of irritated about something, so I added on to her irritation.
Yeah, right away, I was like, I'm sorry, like, and then later on that night, I was like, I'm sorry.
So, I'm happy that it happened, because it made us so much more stronger, and we're best friends. But yeah, I'm best friends with Elsa over here.
You still trying to go half on a baby?
Half on a baby? I'm down. as soon as this welfare check kicks in.
Shut up.
Anyways, you guys, that is our video. I'm like, oh my gosh, I would have had my own YouTube channel right now.
Yeah, shut up. I thought it was relevant to tell you guys, just because a lot of you guys had asked, and then also like I just really want to like be open with you guys and let you guys know that we're not a perfect little YouTube couple that's like and everything every single day.
Also a big reason as to why we kind of like refrained from posting and stuff like that, because our
energy's not there. We're never gonna fake for the camera. That's just not what we do. We can't. We genuinely can't. We've tried. But we are not the type of people that can get in front of the camera and just be like, "What's up, guys?" Knowing that like me and him just cried upstairs together.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
with all that being said, we really appreciate you guys. We love you guys more than you guys can ever imagine. I love you guys so much. You guys are always supportive, no matter what.
Yeah.
And
so yeah, you guys, if you guys haven't already, make sure you smash this video with a huge thumbs up so that way it gets on the recommended page, so that way other people can see that not all YouTube couples put on an act, because we don't. And yeah, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys in another video.
You just did the whole last outro. I guess this is Anicia's life, right?
You gotta go.
Alright guys, so you look good.
Thanks. I was at dinner earlier with a friend.
Those little ass chi-chis. Anyways, you guys, we will see you in tomorrow's video.